Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to package your application. So packaging is a final stage when your entire development is over, your debug state is over. You can start packaging it, and maybe for demonstration purpose as well. Your client may want to see how it works on the device, and of course, if you have your device connected through USB port, your Eclipse can directly install your code as an application. I've even explained that, but in this scenario where we have a restricted access, so we are doing a small workaround. We create APK and email it to your Gmail account, whatever connected with your phone, and as an attachment, of course. So once the email is received, open the attachment, go ahead and install your code. For some security stuff also you need to do. If somebody has a Android phone, uh, just please tell me what you see in clicking after clicking settings screen. If you have Android phone, please let me know. Click settings. Please tell me what are all the options you see. Okay, so those things are there. I'm interested on security. Click on security or screen lock something. Security is there, right? And in that, look for an option called unknown sources. Make sure it is checked, because if you have that unchecked, naturally third-party APKs which is skipping Play Store cannot be installed. Right now it's our third party because we haven't published our application. The publishing application should be submitted to Android Play Store. From there the user download the application using the app stores. But in this case we are going to test it. So make sure that particular option called unknown source is selected. Then only you can install your application. Okay, so assuming it has been selected in your phone, now let's see like how we can create APK. Right clicking and go look for a option called Android tools, and in that you have two options, very important: signed and unsigned package. I would recommend selecting the signed application package. Signing, digital signing is one of a feature in Java where you can digitally sign an application. It's like a certification. So and so the developer worked on it, someone ownership is there, something like, like a document you sign it. But in this case, a digital signature is going to be put on your application, claiming your ownership, the development, and other thing. So once you sign it, the signed application package only allowed to install in Android devices, typically for distribution purpose. So I'm going to select export signed application package. Unsigned also will work, but only for debugging, not for distribution purpose. Some sort of errors are there, need to see. Your application should not contain any errors. I think some duplicate strings are there. The whole thing it's saying duplicates. Kind of error for here. Oh, sorry, twice it's being used. From where? Activity chooser goes to Android has the option to translate your code. For example, your text is We already discussed about how to keep a different language strings, but in this case it's not translated. I can skip it. Oh my god. I prefer to disable this lint. So it adds ignores missing translation something. This is not a correct workaround for me. I need to rename it some image if I am using somewhere. I don't know where I am using this guy, so simply reporting. So it's a lot of bunch. Okay, I think it is due to this app compact which is making a mess up here. I'll do one thing. I'll find some other project which is does not having the app compact. This is different. Okay, this is it does not have any dependency. So I can right click this particular project and export signed application process. Now you will be given a set of dialogues asking various information. So project name, where you want to save your project. So select browse. Oh, sorry, this one I am going to create. So project the same project. I am not going to change it. And the second, when I click next, I've been given some option asking using existing key store or create a new key store. Create a file which has your signature stamp. Signature stamp it. It's not going to be a real one. So I'm going to create it because I do not have one. Where I want to create, maybe I'm going to keep it in the desktop or your document section anywhere. Say give a name, my key dot key store. Extension anything can be given, but for by better clarity I given an extension called dot key store. Any extension can be given. Give a password for any password will do. Second, so these are all the options will be asked before signing in your package. So I'll ask maybe what kind of project it is, because the key store is not something specific to Android, it's something to specific to Java. So it's going to be for Android app. Give one more password, not necessary to be the same. It can be same also, but not necessary. Validity, how many years you want to give a extend the validity? I'll give 50 years. And first name, last name, anything, your company name or your name, anything can be given. One field is more than enough. If you want to fill everything, you can fill it, otherwise leave it. Country code IN India. So I'm done with that. And where you want to have your APK file created, I'm going to keep it in the desktop, same desktop itself. See, if you see the extension name .apk has come already. and your certificate expires in 50 years. It doesn't mean your application won't work after 50 years. It will still work, but you lost your ownership after 50 years. Finish. Now if you notice, your shopping list application.apk has got created for you. It's same process for your Windows machine, so pretty simple. uh, the the previous project did not work because some sort of lint setting is there. Lint means that execution some settings it will be checking the minimum required thing. I'm going to disable it because having the translation these things is not going to be a very useful thing. I'm going to disable them. I'll let you know once I fix it. I'll let you know. This will do some sort of execution and check before your project is correct, but all we need to worry about, our project does not have any syntax error. Other error is not something very important, we don't need to worry about it. Due to Eclipse settings, it gives me various errors, and also it is that app compact package also having some sort of errors. These are all something we need to fix it before creating uh, packaging, but I'll let you know because it is something have a dependency over app compact. Modifying this file is not recommended, so there should be some option to disable the error. So I'll find and then I'll let you know. But for other project which does not have any dependency over app compact, of course you can so easily right clicking it and going to Android tools and export signed application package. Creating the key store is a only one time process. Make sure you do not delete the key store file because you can reuse it for your other project as well. So keep it in the same location. Otherwise, if you are changing the location, just give the right location while you create the APK. So assume I'm going to package another application called shopping list version 1 in this case. So I want to create APK for this project. I'm going to go Android tools, export signed application package. It will give me the project name. Now I already have a key store, so I'm going to pick the key store which I created for my during my previous project export. I pick the same key store, give the same password, confirm not required, and analyze section, make sure the previous one I gave Android there. So now give that password also, second password. Now your destination where you want to save it. I'm going to give it my desktop, and it says see certificate fingerprints. This is what your signature. They say fingerprints. These fingerprints are the certificate unique ID for the particular project, which contains some encrypted information about who's the developer and what kind of expiry date and what kind of organization involved. So that essentially gives a identity of the developer. So this is very important if you want your application to be distributed in Play Store or maybe third-party vendors. So now if I click finish, it will be creating the APK file for me. It's done. Now if we go to desktop, if you see this particular shopping list.apk has got created. Open your Gmail or your corporate account, attach this file, send it to your Gmail account, and then open your phone, get that particular file downloaded and see how the installation process goes on. You will be immediately given a permission screen. I already explained about there is some permission thing you need to tell the user before he installs the application. You will get the permission screen, and if the application require any permission, I think the permission section we started while discuss about broadcast receiver. But at this point, this particular two application which I exported does not have any permission, but you will still get a permission screen and install button. Clicking the install, make sure your application is installed. Then you can use it. So this is a APK process, or maybe Android packaging. APK is a package system. It's a kind of zip file. I mean, what is that? Compressed file. I think some of the maybe WinZip or WinRAR if it is there, it will give you option to extract. I do not have it. You can see what it actually contains. You may see that particular dex file and maybe some images encrypted. That's all you can see. You will not see the code, of course, because it's all compiled and bytecode format. So this is the APK process. I would recommend you create this project if you have an Android phone and test it live on your phone once you complete your project. The previous thing, I'll see how to disable them, then I'll let you know.